So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars. It's not until you fall that you feel.
Welcome, Aries, to Penny Pound Tarot 1111. Today we're going to do your weekly love reading. This is going to be from September 1st to the 7th. This is going to be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you. That's okay. Check out the Moon, Rising, Venus placements and the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to the reading, it's the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use a singing bowl here. As I do so, I ask you to take that deep breath in. Exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's going to help balance your energy, set your intentions, and bring them into the reading. If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. It means so much to me to see the channel growing. I can't express that enough, so thank you. All right, Aries, let's see what we got. I have taken out the Celtic Cross as well as some Oracle messages. This week we're going to jump into the Oracle and then straight into the Tarot. So let's see what we got to go on for love. Aries. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Okay. Great, so let's see what we have here. We're going to start with this, Gilding the Lily. I'm going to try to get so you can see what it says there. There we go, camera. There we go. Okay, just as you're right where you're meant to be, so too are your experiences, perfectly imperfect, just as they are. Never enoughness is a symptom of hyper-materialism. It's true that you deserve the best. It's true you should feel nothing less than a full body yes in every situation. Check in with your gut to find out. But even when that situation, person, or thing is already a big hell yes, that doesn't mean it will be perfect or should be. Nothing and no one is perfect. Not you, not them, not it, and thank God. Nothing. Don't let perfectionism keep you from the thrills right in front of you, however impermanent. If it is a yes, it's a yes. A lily gilded will only be spoiled. That's a beautiful message. I don't even think I'm going to add to that one. Have faith. Card number 12. Trust your faith in this situation, Aries. Again, there's two messages right there about your intuition and your gut instincts and following your faith. Maybe you've been second guessing it for some time, and this is saying that need to do so is definitely no more. I love you. These are powerful words. This is card 20. Now, this is a very powerful message, essentially. We often sometimes can hear by other people or even say, I love you. And they're often overly played words, or sometimes words we don't even say enough. This is making sure that the words that you are saying are powerful, that you mean them, and also that you say them, to the people that you truly do love as often as you can is a very important message with that. Yang in reverse. Now, this is the masculine version of the yin and yang here. This is card number 1, Aries. I want to say with this is feeling like you're a little bit out of balance. You're not sort of, be mindful of that tendency here towards impulsive action, Aries, overconfidence, that sometimes aggressive behavior. Think before you act, or you're going to find out yourself in a situation that could lead you to uncomfortable consequences, okay? Be sure you actually really want what you're chasing after or manifesting at this time, because you might be sorry when you get it if you don't really want it, right? The appearance, I feel like, of this card isn't a cause, for fear or worry or anything like that. Life is all about learning lessons, right? Practice that temperance, right? The diplomacy and thoughtful consideration before making a move with this energy, I think would be wise for you this week. No place like home. Now, it doesn't matter where you go, vacation or that need, we always say, I need to go on vacation, I need to go on vacation. And then there's really that energy of no place like home when you get back home, because it truly is that peace, that comfort. Home, it is where you feel safe and secure, or at least you very much should. And in relationship, this is saying lovers, friends, companions, they're all at home in your life right now. It's a good positive energy. You are in sync and with full of love or coming into that energy. So I feel like you can be secure in the knowing that this energy is reciprocated at this time. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety here, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity right now for you. Be home in your relationships together. I feel like you do add love to this world, and even whether you're like, if you're separated or in a relationship, I feel like this is understanding that, you know, as a couple, you know, you were powerful or more powerful now. 15, message in a bottle in reverse. Now, Aries, this could be saying that you're about to receive a message, or you could be giving a message to somebody as well. This could be coming through email or, you know, something else as well. But I feel like this is a sense of somebody maybe coming in from the past that could be trying to reconnect with you or something. But this is maybe also Aries, the possibility of you refusing to acknowledge the signs here because you want things as you want them, essentially, right? You know, red flags are not merely pretty decorations for you to admire, right? They're warning you for a reason, Aries. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes, essentially. Not really, but you know what I'm saying? Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you're overlooking. So make sure you're paying attention right now, okay? And there we have it, a change in the wind. Now, this is also card 12, so this is telling me that you have 12 there as well. Angel number 1212, Aries, could be quite powerful for you this week, so take a look at that. For me, I want to say with this, reminder that relationships do go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, right? Stormy emotions, moods here could take down this, you know, ship for you essentially. But perhaps, I want to say, someone has that change of heart and leaves here. It could be you or your partner. You know, these rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth here, a way for you to understand your own heart better, you know, and to know what you need to be truly happy. So rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it, I promise. Take temporary shelter here and remove yourself from the drama. The air will clear and everything will kind of be fresh and new again. This too shall pass energy, so just make sure that you're kind of going with the flow and not kind of resisting it so much, okay? Let's take a look at what the situation in tarot has to say. Well, there we have it. There's the 8 of Cups coming out, moving on, walking away. What was serving you, it no longer is. Now, this is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You know, change is a necessary part of relationships and of the natural world, right? So, you know, as a person evolves, so has the relationship too, or else it's going to stagnate, right? This is a reminder kind of to examine those current relationships, you know, or the past ones. If you kind of feel, you feed your soul, this is going to help you grow here. But if you're staying in a relationship because it seems okay, or there's like no real reason to leave, but you feel like something's missing, do your relationships have substance, and are they bringing you enough joy? You're not supposed to settle in life, right? So are you able to be your authentic self in your relationship, or are you kind of masking some part of you that's possibly why you could feel, you know, inauthentic in this relationship? This is asking you to take, you know, it may be the time to kind of walk away in some respect here. This can be an actual ending of this relationship or simply taking a break to soul search, okay? This is your time. Give yourself the space, permission to determine what you need and want, and then decide if it can be found in this current relationship, or, you know, as it exists now. If not, it may be that important time to make some essential changes here for you, okay? And then we have the Tower card coming out in reverse. So that's what I mean. That with the moving on in the Tower card, I think that's an inevitable sign that you either have recently or are going to be walking away from a situation. This is in reverse, and it's saying life has become stale here, you know, refusing to change, fear of that unknown here. The Tower energy in your life marks a period when you get to reevaluate, sort of redirect, reestablish, and then realign. You know, it's magic in the disguise of unpredictability, really, right? So the brightest of lights will pierce through the pandemonium of the change that you are experiencing right now, and you will find whatever truth, you know, and blazing potential that is happening in the darkest of hours, and in the darkness of the Tower, essentially. So I feel like in this chaos, you're moving forward, Aries. You're searching for the light. You're going to find that, you know, you have to accept what it is. You're having faith in this situation, right? And that's a good energy. Number 8, again, helpless and hopeless here. So again, you definitely are off to a little bit of a rocky start here. This is in your obstacles. So I would, I guess it would be kind of, obvious that this would be an energy of what you're feeling now after the Tower and the. But while it does sound bleak, don't freak, because this is that wake up call. You just have to adjust your thinking here, Aries, about a situation or relationship. You may feel that obstacles have been placed in your way that is preventing you from achieving your dreams around love. You think that your situation is beyond hope, powerless to improve it. That's not the case. When I looked at the clock, by the way, it was 10:10. Nothing here can be further from the truth, Aries. However, there is that willingness that you're going to have to take, right? That, that energy where you're going to have to drop that helpless and hopeless feeling, right? Assess the current state of affairs, decide what needs to change, right? Then take that decisive action to make those changes and move yourself into a position of empowerment. And by taking action, you take charge of the situation. You need to feel power in that, right? So recognize that you have the ability to create the relationship of your dreams, and nothing can hold you back unless you let it, right? So take charge, step up into your power, and watch your relationship start to flourish. Because I feel like you're really seeking, the best intentions. There we have it, the Seven of Pentacles coming out. That is stagnation if I've ever seen it. So, that is, again, repeating what was already done. You're taking a moment to pause, reflect, and look at the situation, but maybe too much, right? Maybe that's what's prevented you from, moving forward in the beginning. This is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but this is reflecting on your journey up to this point, right? Give thanks, appreciate the gratitude for the lessons and the blessings, and the ugly truths that had to butt their head, the hurt that came with it as well, because without hurt, you're never going to know what love truly is. And I feel like this is kind of that energy coming out. 7, daydreams and decisions. This is influencing you right now. Yeah, those daydreams and decisions, right after the 7 of Pentacles. You have a lot of number synchronicities happening here, Aries, with the 8s and the 7s. But more than anything, this is the 7 of Cups in tarot. Again, so I want to say that this is that energy where you are definitely, decisions, swirling heads in the clouds here. I feel like there is a certain amount of confusion and uncertainty regarding your love life. What is it that you want? Would you like to, what would you like to change to or attract here? And I feel like if there is many options in front of you, do some daydreaming about the possible, futures. See what you can to transform your desires into your realities. Once you sorted out the options and played around with the possibilities, then it's that time for action, Aries. While it's pleasant to daydream, staying in fantasy land is not wise, right? Take your time, but eventually decisions will have to be made for you to move forward, obviously. But reflect on your wishes, decide which feels right, choose the course of action. You are, again, going to feel very powerful for having made the decision, and you're going to be on your way to actually manifesting that change that you've been trying to for some time, but just not. Ooh, and there's the Death card, the Release card. No, this is Scorpio card. You are truly transforming, Aries, and on a massive level here. It is quite profound. So I also got this card here up here. So the Four of Swords is going to clarify this energy here, that 7 of Cups. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with the Four of Swords. But I want to say with this energy, there is a time of deep rest, right? It does come out with 3 of Swords, that heartbreak energy, so, which is on the bottom of the deck, that underlying energy. So I'm telling you, this is definitely, as you can see, you're moving into the transformation stage. So that's why rest is going to be required here. This is a moment of intentional healing for you. It's integral for your well-being at this time, body, mind, and spirit. So however you heal is your choice at this time. You can find that regeneration through sleep and rest, or other, restorative practices like meditation. But whatever it is, consciously decide to slow down and process before you sprint ahead any further. The hustle and bustle of life is tumultuous, and it can leave you kind of feeling wounded, right? And this recovery is very radical for you and very much essential for you at this time. Now moving on to that Death card, that Release card here, that is Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I feel like this is definitely that energy where an opportunity for renewal around affairs of the heart could be available at this time. But I feel like more than anything, that's the renewal of your own energy and your own heart. I feel like it happens through release, and it's in letting go that you discover what remains, what is truly yours, right? Sometimes in relationships, you may feel the need to hold on tightly to those you love, whether or not love is always returned, right? This can lead to tension, that unhappiness for all involved. And remember, even in a good relationship, holding on too tightly doesn't allow the relationship to breathe, grow, or mature in this situation. Are you restricting someone or trying to, attract someone through your will? Discard any need for control, Aries, as hard as that is. See how the relationship transforms. Watch how releasing the overwhelming need for a relationship allows the perfect one to appear. And when you shed any beliefs and behaviors that do not serve your highest good, throughout life, we obviously receive many mixed and often incorrect messages, right, about how relationships should work. So let go of those preconceived notions or expectations that you have about love or lack of it, right? So by doing so, that's allowing your current relationship or future relationship to start to flourish in a way that is actually best for everyone. So by, being your truest, best, healthiest self, that's when you're going to help, attract the relationships that, will serve you best. This is also a card of possible endings, right? So, are there relationships that you're clinging to that you would be better off leaving here? And in letting go of a stagnant or difficult situation, you're actually empowering yourself, opening the way for a new, rewarding relationship to come into play here for you. That Knight of Swords coming in. Now, that Knight here is definitely you getting that release. You got your walking shoes on here. And that's quite powerful for you as well. This Knight of Swords, you're streamlining in haste here. This is that you got one thing on your mind energy, and it's running towards your success. You're very determined, you're passionate, you're articulate, you're intelligent, you know what you're doing. There's an intensity here, but that could be hard to grasp for some. But I feel like you could turn on a dime here. There's no doubt. This is sound logic, success. Competitive assertiveness. You are going forward. This release has marked a major transformation for you. You're moving quickly to help others. And, as you do so, your dream is going to expand. You're going to start to understand better where you want to go. Okay. We have Simply Love. This is the Six of Cups coming in now. You have the 6, 7, and 8 of Cups here coming in. But this is in the recent past, which is, this is the past essentially coming back. This could be someone coming back from the past, but this is nostalgia. Remember, it is okay to go down memory lane, take it, enjoy it, learn the lessons, get the closure, but then let it go. It isn't going to serve much more purpose than that, okay? That 10 of Wands, that past is going to keep you overburdened, energized. So this is your energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, but this is definitely that energy where you're definitely beyond, this is taking on too much. You've overburdened yourself in the recent past. All those responsibilities, all those people from the past that came on. I feel like, do you really need to carry all that weight? Couldn't you kind of just drop a few things, drop a few people? And I feel like in the recent past, you're going to do so through that release and transformation. But you're going to release your burdens, to the ethers here, knowing that the universe is going to help you tend to, your essentials. And that's what's going to be beautiful about the future here. And look at that, you got the move, the Chariot card in the future. So again, move. You're running towards your goals. You're no longer stagnant. You're no longer staying where your heart knows it does not belong anymore. Now, I feel like that's a powerful statement for you because now is the time where you're very much proactive regarding matters of the heart. If you are looking for a relationship, you have to take the initiative to find one, right? It's not going to come knocking on the door. Take advantage of the many ways to meet your soulmate that you could possibly have. This card is about action. So I feel like this is, if your current relationship's not moving in the direction you wish, you're releasing it because that stagnation is not going to be it's not holding you down anymore. You're the master of your own destiny, Aries, and that includes your relationships. So don't wait for others to make the first move or set the tone, for this relationship. In this relationship, take charge, While rewarding relationships require effort, there has to be balanced effort on both partners, right? So perhaps it's time to examine that relationship. Are both parties here putting in equal effort to make this relationship work? If not, what can you do to change this or even bring this up in conversation? But if any relationship feels draining or it's not worth the effort, then again, perhaps it's time to go back to that 8 of Cups and truly move on, okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles now. Again, there is all this energy is walking away, whether it's earth, fire, air. There's definitely a sense here where you're moving on in either which way. Now this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but that's diligence, hard work, determination coming in with that moving in one direction. So I feel like this is momentum that's building here, okay? It's time to show that fierce loyalty, pride, trustworthiness to the world, but sometimes this energy is so stable that it will feel repetitive, so don't get stuck on that stagnation, move. Just keep moving forward, I think is going to be what's required. Number 8 again, so that's your third 8. So angel number 888 could be quite powerful for this week for you, Aries, but this is success and growth. Now this is in your overall energy, so I'm happy to see that after this, massive transformation, you're going to see the success and growth, the energy and manifestations around you. You're going to be able to move forward in a positive way. Stay focused on your heart. This is success is at hand, and it's going to happen quite quickly. Your past efforts are definitely being rewarded. This is a time of new, flourishing relationships and successful resolutions to conflict and struggle here. This is very much an ideal period of greater understanding and personal growth. So listen, expectantly for message or signs, synchronicities that could be guiding you forward and pointing you in the right direction at this time. The King of Wands there, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You're in your element, whether it's in reverse or not. I feel like you're getting that sense of power back, but you could be being a little bit overly ambitious, so keep moving forward, but don't get so with your head stuck up your butt energy, okay? This is being charismatic and passionate, but you may not perceive your own blind spots because of an overzealous ambition is what I'm trying to say. So make sure you're keeping that arrogance, I mean this with all due respect, and unrealistic expectations at bay. Work out the kinks before charging ahead with your intensely vibrant heart, right? Passion, and heart-fueled energy, this is you trying to build your empire together, and I feel like you will, okay? Now there you are. In your environment is you, the Emperor. Lead the way, Aries, and you are going to with great deal of faith and conviction. I feel like you know exactly what you want now, and you're no longer, you got your head on right, essentially. I feel like the matters of the heart, the energy of this card can both help and hinder here, okay? Because examine the role that you're playing in your relationships, right? Do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person again instead of that 50-50 here? There has to be an energy where you're both a little following and both a little leading, right? And that's what's going to have that healthy dynamic in the relationship. Otherwise, there's going to be an imbalance there that's going to create, and then the other person will grow some resentment. No good for a relationship, okay? Now you have the King of Cups, that Scorpio energy coming in. That is really getting your intellect together, your emotional withstanding. You're taking the lead of your own emotions is what I feel like here. And that's going to help you sort of simmer down a situation that maybe you've been fueling passionately with emotions for, and could have been creating a little bit of ruckus. In your hopes and fears, well, you got 3 cups there. Share the love. That's a celebration. You're really hoping for, an energy where you can open your hand out with your heart there. Here it is, wholeheartedly giving this to someone. And that is also your hope and your fear, because as much as you want it, you're scared to do it. Now, that's, comes with everything. But there is never going to be the right perfect time, and there's going to be, if you spend your whole life looking for the right person, the right perfect, it's never going to happen. So remember that as you go forward. Now you have Temperance in reverse here. Now Aries, this is Sagittarius energy, but this is kind of saying, again, be in touch with your emotions. You're going to have to really take a look hard and long at what's happening here, right? This is clashing interests, oil and water energy extremes happening here. And that's what your fear is. You don't want to go back to that if that's where you came from. This is, a need to practice moderation in some aspect here. So I feel like you're going to, walk the middle path here, and you're going to start to nourish your own spiritual wholeness, but as well, there you have it, that well-deserved reward is your outcome. This is all that hard work paying off, that release, that transformation. It was hard for you to let go and see that maybe you could have something, again, and you couldn't see that because you didn't believe it was true for you anymore. Your efforts are paying off. You're gonna see, you have seen or will soon find yourself in a relationship that is falling into place. This is because you've had the discipline to persevere here, and as you worked through, to create this fulfilling relationship, sometimes had to give more than you would have liked, but you've seen the positive results of that action, and you've seen the positive, possibilities come from that. 5 of Cups in reverse. So this is again telling me that you're gonna have to, you're doing some amount, letting go of here, but this is saying you're struggling with that letting go, crying over that spilled milk. Let it go, because you need that well-deserved reward to come in and open up a beautiful, form of love for you. Have faith and trust. Remember, a heart never breaks even, Aries, okay? But it can be mended back together, okay? Until next time, my friends, namaste.